Shall we have a little chat together anyway?
Wait a moment, brother. I'll be back after I take a tonic.
Oh, here, sir. You forget you cannot get about without a stick.
Yeah, to be sure.
Are you here to argue for Angelique?
Oui. I shall do all in my power to forward her wishes.
We must get this foolish marriage which he has planned to stop taking place. Therefore, I have devised a plan in which we could perhaps persuade a doctor to have a full understanding of our wishes and convince him that Madame Pergon is an idiot. But as we have no one to play that part for us, I've decided upon playing him a trick of my own.
In what way?
It's a rather absurd idea, but here he comes. Just be yourself.
How is it, brother, that with all the wealth you possess, and with only one grown daughter, that you speak of sending her to a convent?
How is it, brother? That I'm the master of my family and that I can do all I think fit?
But why does she have to marry a doctor?
Well, my reason is because I'm always very sick and I need a doctor.
But we have a more suitable match for her.
Yes, but this one is more suitable for me.
But is she marrying a husband for herself or for you, brother?
Well, she must do both. She ought to be happy to be married for my sake.
Is it possible that you are always so infatuated with your doctors and pharmacists and be so determined to be ill in spite of man and nature?
What do you mean by that, brother?
I mean, brother, that I do not know of anybody healthier than you. One great mistake is that you have not died of the medicine they make you swallow.
Well, you are aware, brother, that it is these medicines that have kept me in good health for so long. Madame Pergon says that I would have died if I wouldn't have seen her 3 days prior before I did.
If you are not being so careful, she might take such good care of you that she might kill you herself.
Do you not believe in medicine at all, brother?
Not really. No.
What? How can you not believe in something that's been acknowledged and revered throughout all ages?
I look upon it as one of the greatest follies which exist among men. I do not know of a more absurd piece of memory, anything more ridiculous than a man taking upon himself to cure another with potions and torturous contraptions.
Still, brother, there exist men as wise and clever as you, and they all go to the doctor.
That only serves as the proof of human weakness and not the truth of their acts.
Well, then what is to be done when one is ill?
Nothing, brother. Only rest. Nature, when we leave her free, will gently recover from any disorders into which she has fallen. It is our anxiety that does the mischief, and most men die of their remedies, not of their diseases.
Still, brother, you have to acknowledge that in certain cases we can help nature.
Alice, brother, I think not. Our great doctors are two different kinds of people. Listen to them talk. They're the most clever people in the world. Seeing them work, they're the most ignorant.
I wish one of those fine doctors were here to take up your argument and check your babble.
Everybody, at their own risk and peril, may believe in whatever he likes. What I say here is only between the two of us. Now, allow me to change the subject. Let me say that it's only because your daughter have a repugnance against the match you propose, it is not a reason to shut her up in a convent. We should in such matter yield a little to the inclination of the daughter, since it is for all her life, and the whole happiness of her married life depends upon it.
Ah, brother, it is time for you to leave.
Huh? What are you going to do?
I'm going to take this little clister.
Oh, are you joking? Can you live without one moment with your cleisters or tonics?
What right have you to interfere? How dare you oppose yourself to the prescriptions of doctors and prevent this man from taking my blister.
Go, madame, go. It is easy to see that you are not accustomed to speaking face to face with men.
You ought not thus to sneer at physicians and make me lose my precious time. I will go tell Madame Perron that I have been prevented from executing her orders and that I have been stopped in the performance of my duty. You'll see. I have just heard from downstairs. You laugh at my prescriptions and refuse to take the remedy which I have ordered.
Madame, it's not what you think.
What a daring boldness, what a strange revolt of a patient against his doctor.
It is frightful.
It is a fearful outrage against medicine.
He is...
I must tell you that I break off all business with you. That I will have no more connection with you, and to end all association with you, here is the deed I made to my nephew in favor of the marriage.
But Madame, it's my
I was
brother.
about to cleanse you of your bad humor.
Oh, it's my brother.
Since you have declared yourself a rebel against my remedies, I must tell you that I leave you to your bad constitution, to the integument of your intestines, to the acrimony of your bile, to the corruption of your blood, and to the feculence of your humors.
It serves you right.
I am dead, brother. You have undone me.
Oh, brother, you are crazy. Shake yourself a little. Have a little bit of dignity and do not give way so much into your imagination.
But you heard all those crazy diseases she just threatened me with.
And what does it signify what she says? It is an oracle has spoken.
Sir, there is a doctor here who wishes to speak to you.
A doctor? Who?
I don't know, but he is as much like me as two peas, and if I weren't certain my mother was an honest woman, I swear it was my brother.
Seems that you are served according to your own wish, brother. One doctor leaves you and other come to replace him.
Allow me, sir, to present myself, and to offer my small services for possibilities and purgings that you may require.
I am much obliged to you, sir. He looks just like me.
Now, you must excuse me, sir, for I have forgotten to give a small order to my servant.
It is true that the Ressemblance is very striking, but history is full of freaks of nature.
I see that you are looking at me earnestly, sir. What age do you think that I am?
Oh, I'd say 26 or 27 at the utmost.
Oh, nine. I am 90 years old. Yeah, you see what the secrets of mine art have done to preserve me, fresh and vigorous, as you see before you. Now let me feel your pulse. Ah! This pulse is trifling with me! Oh, I see that it does not yet know me. Now tell me, sir, who was your doctor?
Madame Perron.
Never heard of him. What does he say you are ill of?
Well, she says it's the liver.
Ignorant blockhead! You are suffering from the lungs!
The lungs?
Yeah, what do you feel?
Well, from time to time, great pains in my head.
Ah, just so, the lungs.
I feel sick now and again.
The lungs?
And sometimes great pains in my stomach.
The lungs? Tell me, do you like to drink a little wine?
Yes, sir.
The lungs, I tell you! What does your doctor order you for food?
Veal.
Ah,
Broth.
ignorance!
And at night a few prunes to relax the bowels. And above all, to drink my wine well diluted with water.
Nine! You must drink your wine pure. And to sicken your blood, which is too thin, you must eat good fat beef, good Dutch cheese, and cakes. Your doctor is ein ass. I will send you one of my own who will examine you from time to time during my stay in this town.
You will oblige me greatly, sir.
Yes, of course, but I must leave you now, for I must assist at a grand consultation which is to take place about a man who died yesterday.
A man who died yesterday?
Ja, that we might consider and see what could have been done to cure him. Guten Tag, mein Herr.
Upon my word, this doctor is a very clever man.
Yes, but he goes a little too fast.
All great doctors do.
Come, come, I am but your servant. Oh, I mean no joking humor.
What's the matter?
Oh, your doctor, forsooth, he wanted to feel my pulse. Oh!
Now, brother, since you have quarreled with Madame Dugon, won't you reconsider this match?
No, brother, I will put her in a convent.
Must you be so criminal when all it tends to it was this honorable marriage?
She will be a nun. Look, I've made up my mind.
Do you intend to please somebody by doing this?
You always come back to that, brother. And I assure you that my wife is very much standing in your way.
Well, brother, since I must speak of, it is your wife I mean, for I can no longer bear your infatuations with your doctors and your infatuations with your wife, and see you run headlong into every snare she lays for you.
Oh, sir, don't speak so of mistress. She is a woman against whom nothing bad can be said.
Yeah. Just ask her how much she loves me.
Yes, indeed.
And how she takes care of me.
Oh, quite right. You will see how my mistress loves my master. Allow me, sir, to undeceive him and to show him his mistake.
How?
Well, you must stretch yourself full length in this armchair. Your wife will soon come back, and you will see what grief she will be in when I tell her the news.
What news? What do I need to do?
You must pretend to be dead.
Oh.
But don't leave her in despair for too long, for she might die of it.
You know, you're right.
Hide yourself in that corner there.
Blech.
Oh, heavens! What a strange accident!
What is the matter, Toinette? What ails you?
Your husband is dead!
Dead? Are you quite certain?
Quite certain.
Heaven be praised! Goodness! Silly of you, Toinette, to be so upset.
But, ma'am, I thought I ought to cry.
What loss is it to anybody, and what good did he do in this world?
The perfect elegy.
Toinette, you must help me, and you may depend upon it that I will make it worth your while. Since nobody is aware of his death, let us put him into his bed, and keep it secret. There are some papers and some...
Oh, really? So this is how my loving wife feels for me?
Ah, he's alive.
This will prevent me from doing many foolish things in the
Well, you
future.
see, brother,
Oh, hide yourself. Your daughter is coming. Keep yourself as you were, and we will see how she handles the news. Oh, heavens! What an unhappy day!
What ails you, Toinette? Why do you cry?
Your father is dead!
Oh, heavens! What a cruel grief! Alas, I must lose my father, the only being left me in the world. And why should I lose him two at a time when he was angry with me? What will become of me, unhappy girl that I am?
What is the matter, my dear Angelique? What misfortune makes you weep?
I weep for what was most dear and precious to me. I weep for the death of my father.
Oh, heaven! What an unforeseen stroke of fortune! Alas, I was just coming to ask her for your hand in marriage.
Oh, Cléante, let us give up all hopes of marriage. Now my father is dead, I will have nothing to do with the world and will renounce it forever. Yes, my dear father, if I resisted your will, I will at least follow out one of your intentions, and will by that make amends for the sorrow I have caused you. Let me make you this promise here, and kiss you as proof of my repentance.
Oh, I'm so glad to discover your good heart.
What a delightful surprise. Father, since heaven has restored you to our love, let me implore one
by her words and do not oppose our mutual love.
Brother, how can you resist?
Well, train as a doctor. Yes, train as a doctor, and I will give you my daughter's hand in marriage.
Oh, very willingly. I'll be a doctor, a pharmacist too, if you like. Can't be that hard.
Brother, it just strikes me. Why don't you turn into the doctor yourself?
Me? Well, how could I study at my age?
Study. What need is there?
Well, one must be able to know Latin and Greek and know all the diseases and remedies and everything.
When you put on the cap and the gown of a doctor, you will immediately become much more clever.
A beard is something in itself. A beard is half the doctor.
Well, shall we get this thing done then? I know a body of physicians, friends of mine, who can come and perform the ceremony in your very own hall. It will cost you nothing. They will instruct you what to say, and they will give all that you have to say in writing. Go now, go dress. I have sent for them.
Very, very well. I consent.
What is it you intend to do?
To amuse yourself a little. The musicians down there have created an interlude for doctors with dances and music. I want everyone to enjoy it, and I want my brother to play the principal part in it.
But uncle, it seems as though you are making fun of my father.
But niece, it is not making too much fun of him to fall in with his own fancies. After all, the carnival time authorizes it.
Do you consent to it?
Yes, since my uncle takes the